It's like an onion, it's got lots of layers to it.
I would probably, start with my name. I'm Kincaid. And then they'd always say that's a really cool name. Where's that from?
You can look at it from like a family perspective, I am a daughter, I'm a niece.
I'm a son, I'm a brother.
I'm a sister.
I'm an auntie now.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm Western Islander.
But you can look at it from like a hobbies perspective.
Doing the thing that they do at the beginning of every school term and say one interesting thing about yourself.
It's like, I'm a singer.
Entertainer.
I'm a kickboxer.
Very interested in acting.
I love animals.
Footy player.
I'm a knitter.
I'm a knitter.
Chef.
I'm a netballer.
Screenwriter.
Video gamer, there's so much. I love video games,
All
go
right,
away.
all right.
But I guess you can also look at it from like a personality traits level.
Extrovert. The quiet one.
Brave.
I'm impulsive.
Sporty.
Bubbly. Adventurous. Positive.
Loud. A doormat.
No!
A bit creepy sometimes. I watch a lot of horror films, so I try and scare my mum all the time.
I'm myself.
Probably just say I'm a Rona and that's it.
Yeah, I'm a Vara.
My name. Because you're everything else, but that makes you like
That's
you.
pretty.
Yeah.
When I'm out here, this bigger stuff surfaces. And I start wondering, who am I in all this? What's my place in all this? It's like there's this deeper layer that I hardly think about. What do we do with that? Luckily, we're not the first to try and explore the bigger picture. Other players have had the same nagging feeling, like there was more, a deeper layer. They went looking for answers. And returned claiming they'd found a better way to play the game. They tapped into these bigger stories that helped them explore who they are, what all this is, and where it's headed. It's like the ultimate origin story. These players all observe the game is littered with Easter eggs. That if you've been paying attention, it starts to hint at something deeper.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Isaiah, and this is XP.
Why did you wink? That was a weird way to start this.
I wink because I'm hinting at what comes next.
I don't think that makes sense.
No, I've got a plan. It's a whole roadmap.
Deep, you say?
Definitely. We're all in routine. We just wake up, go to school, come back, go to training, do homework, go back to sleep, go back to school, and you kind of get in that cycle, and there's definitely going to be more to life.
So I always wondered if there was life on like other planets.
Always wonder what else there is out there,
Definitely think there are aliens out there. I think we're not the only people. I have all these conspiracy theories.
I think magic, there's real magic. And I don't know if you call that God, but I don't know. I believe in magic.
I'm not sure if there's a God, but I feel like if there was a God, there'd be multiple gods.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm still deciding.
I do believe that there's a God.
Well, as I'm Muslim, I do believe there's a God out there.
I got confirmed this year. I don't know, I felt like the world slowed down. I just felt something rush through my body. It's pretty weird. But
I guess I always wondered there has to be something out there, right? All this doesn't just happen on its own.
Us Aussies, we've ditched a lot of these big stories. We're sceptical because they've been used and abused, but what if they still had value? What if they were onto something?
The God story Isaiah and I subscribe to is about this God who frees a group of slaves. This God flips their stories upside down.
They're given this mission to show the world a better way to be human. Life's about sharing, not hoarding, and serving the poor who, spoiler alert, are the real kings and queens of the earth. What a different way to play the game. But then the former slaves get tricked by the illusion of something better. They lose their way and totally forget who they are, and eventually get enslaved all over again. And so this god sets out once again to remind them and the world who they were always made to be.
Maybe the god stuff isn't your cup of tea. But for me, it shapes how I see myself and caused me to live very differently. Just like the slaves, I sometimes buy into our culture's cheap home brand imitations. You know, the endless getting and spending.
Hey!
I need a deeper story that calls that out, gives me the real deal.
Oh.
Reminds me there's more to all this.
Oh.
Wisdom. This man right here.
Yeah, cranking out the wisdom.
Definitely to my parents.
Parents.
My grandma, grandpa.
My dad.
Stepdad sometimes.
Probably my parents, not my sister, but
And 90% of the time I find it quite valuable, but there's always some things that I like figuring out by myself.
Sometimes if I want to ask a question about something and I get website responses, I just add Reddit to the end. And I feel like I can get real responses from actual humans.
Sometimes I read books and I take a lot of advice from the characters.
Mostly elders, yeah. Elders or Klompaf, yeah. Pretty good people to talk to.
My friends.
I think I'll go to my friends normally.
My friends are probably the first people I go to, and then teachers. Because they sort of get to know you as you're transitioning through that really awkward phase.
But if you're trying to find wisdom about your emotions and about yourself, sometimes you just kind of have to be with yourself.
You sort of learn wisdom by doing it.
And that over time, it's like me, myself, who figure things out.
And then something might pop into your head and it's like, wow, that was a pretty wise thought I've had. That could benefit you. You might not want to go to someone. Is that just only me? Now I feel attacked.
Growing up, I didn't want to think about any of this.
Played life on easy, huh?
But these stories, they reckon there's so much more going on. What if they could help us do life better and discover who we really are? Maybe they are worth re-exploring.